tried with the left hook. It just came a little short. McKinney is very much into this fight. Don't count him out because Barrera's backing off. I think Barrera may be a little confused at this point. He doesn't really know how to get to McKinney.
Barrera might have felt that with the shots he landed in the first couple of rounds, he'd have taken out most of his previous opponents, and that's one of the things that Kennedy harps on when he talks about Barrera. Who has he fought?
And that jab is beginning to be a very frustrating thing to Barrera. Barrera's very laid back, and by him being so laid back, he may enable himself to be caught with the right hand again soon.
Kennedy McKinney able to stay busy with the jab, Larry.
It seems that Barrera is allowing McKinney to set the tempo of what's been going on through most of this round.
That was that right hand that I told you he'd be getting caught with soon, too. I think Barrera's just trying to sit back and let McKinney work himself out a little bit. But I think McKinney can keep this pace up all night because he's fighting at his own pace.
This is a very high work rate for Kennedy McKinney, whose punch output had been dropping in recent fights. Tonight, he appears to be all there.
Anytime you put pressure on a guy like this, you make him come up to another level. There was another right hand that I told you Kennedy would be landing soon.
And Marco Antonio Barrera flirting with low blows when he throws that left hand to the body. There's another one right on the top of the trunks, and another.
But that's good for McKinney because they are not good body shots. The cup absorbs the shot.
Tell that to Giovanni Andrade.
Beautifully said, Larry.
He's in Hollywood right now, auditioning.
Speaking of body shots.
Oh, round card girls.
Excellent left to the body.
I like this series.
You must go to the side when he throws the right hand, and you must hit him with the right hand.
Okay, add some feints, okay? Add a feint. Nice. You got the jab, you got the jab, you got the jab, you got the feint, you got the right hand. You got the jab, you got the right hand, you got the hook.
You got the jab, you got the feint, you got the right hand. That's what McKinney wants to do. That's what he...
The reason he's telling him he got the jab and he got the feint and he got the right hands because he knows that if he keeps the jab in Barrera's face, it keeps him off balance. By feinting at him, he never can see the right hand coming. Therefore, McKinney can hit him with the straight right hand.
In the third round, Kennedy threw 73 punches. That's an exceptionally high punch output once again for him.
Barrera's allowing McKinney to fight his own pace. I said before in the fight that if Barrera let McKinney dictate the pace, it would be a very difficult fight for him. He can't win this fight if he keeps letting McKinney dictate the pace.
And that was the key issue in the Kennedy-McKinney camp. They said we need to establish and maintain the tempo of the fight to our advantage. So far, it's working for Kennedy-McKinney.
I would just like to see him hit Barrera's body every now and then because Barrera keeps touching his body. Like that.
All three of those left-hand body shots missed. McKinney blocked one with the elbow. The other three were along the belt line and did no damage. So Kennedy McKinney is muffling the body attack of Barrera right now, and Barrera begins to show the frustration.
The frustration basically is that jab, though. The jab is called is setting everything up for Kennedy. It's keeping Barrera to where Barrera can't think and can't set McKinney up. There it is again. There he tried to hit him with a body shot. He can't commit too much to this, though, because Barrera's still strong.
Dialing in the the counter right hand shot is Barrera. Each one landed a little better than its predecessor as he landed 3 in a row.
Because McKinney is committing too far. His arms are long enough to where he can stay outside and keep doing what he was doing. Beat him on the outside. Don't lay it there for Barrera to hit him.
Hard left hand by McKinney. Right hand to the body by McKinney. Barrera firing back, but his punches lacking snap at this moment.
Because he's frustrated. He's never probably been in and been hit this many times this early in a fight.
McKinney getting more and more aggressive. He takes a right-hand counter uppercut in return. And now this turns it around for Barrera.
He can't get careless. He's getting careless, son. Barrera's making it look too easy to him, and he's getting careless.
Barrera showing his counter-punching ability and then taking over.
This is a fight.
Folks, this is about as good as it gets.
Gorham crowd rises to its feet after a brilliant 4th round.
That's what my champions, baby. That's what my champions. First, you got on Mike coming on the lead. Don't worry about it, Mike. How you feeling? Push him back now. Push him back. Push him back. Percy, let's get over here. Let's push him back, back.
You gotta keep hitting him to the body. Keep your hands up and throw to the body. Make sure you connect with that right hand because he is jabbing you to death here.
Barrera has been flurrying at the end of the rounds like a veteran trying to steal the rounds, but I can't imagine he's fooling too many people on this occasion. Kennedy McKinney is determined to make this a last hurrah. If he goes out, it will be going out on a very, very big effort.
Fight is scheduled for 12 rounds after 4. Both men have made their statements.
Harold Letterman, how do you have it through 4 rounds?
Well, Larry, in the first round, I went for the power punch of Marco Antonio Barrera. But rounds 2, 3, and 4, I really stayed with the boxer. I think Kennedy McKinney's outboxing him. I got it 39-37, 3 rounds to 1, Kennedy McKinney.
I have it 2-1 and 1 even for McKinney.
Let me say one thing. Coach Adams told Kennedy to keep pushing him back. And he's telling him the right thing because Kennedy's jab is keeping Barrera off balance by keeping him going backwards. Barrera is not used to fighting going backwards.
That's the powerful belief of Kenny Adams, is that Barrera cannot fight going backwards. He likens this fight to Thomas Hearns against Pipino Cuevas.
I wouldn't say he can't fight going back, but he doesn't do it much. Therefore, he's not as experienced at it as he is coming forward.
Both fighters getting a little bit more flat-footed now as round 5 arrives. McKinney trying to land one of those right-hand shots that Roy's been talking about.
As long as he doesn't get too close and doesn't get too used to pushing Barrera back, because Barrera will come back every now and then with something hard. Like that hook.
Isn't he fighting McKinney's fight by trying to jab with him?
Yes, he is, and that's what McKinney should keep him doing. That's why I say you shouldn't go forward too much and get too close to him, because there they turn it into Barrera's fight. As long as they stay outside, they keep it at McKinney's fight, and that's what McKinney should do.
And so far, McKinney's been able to accomplish the difficult task of blocking the body shots and then coming back upstairs and establishing tempo with the jab. Overhand right aroused more enthusiasm from the Mexican-American crowd than maybe it deserved. Certainly McKinney's okay at this moment.
Yes, he is.